Welcome. My name is Alonso Vite. I'm the Deputy Director for the Downtown Division, and I get the esteemed pleasure to welcome everybody here to Encanto Park. Thank you so much. We're here today to kind of celebrate a couple of things. One, obviously behind us, we have a great, amazing new amenity to the park, so we're very excited about that. We have a councilwoman today to speak. We also have our director, Cynthia Aguilar, here today. And then, of course, our famous partner, Kiwanis, Phoenix Club of Phoenix. Couple of things first. If you'd like some water, right to your, depending where you're sitting here, to the left of the stage. And then, as well, after that, we'll do a little ribbon cutting and get an opportunity to get some pictures and get the thing going. So as folks get settled, the first person up today is going to be our councilwoman. Without the support of the council office, we would not be able to make these amenities happen. She's definitely a firm supporter, not only of those amenities and parks, but the inclusive and the ADA accessibility is an important piece as well. So with that said, I won't steal her thunder, but I'll introduce our councilwoman, Laura Pastor. Yay.
So the other great partner is the Kiwanis Club. This wouldn't have been here also if it wasn't for our community and our partners. So can everybody give a round of applause for the Kiwanis Club? I don't know where the builders are, those that were here to help design and help put this all together. Thank you, because the landscape structure, thank you so much. I'm glad you captured the vision, saw it, and make it happen. As you are witnessing and seeing, everybody's enjoying it, even an adult like me, so thank you. I also wanted to thank our Parks and Recreation Department. If they can give a shout out to them and thank them. And obviously you see it's three. It takes partnerships all the way around to make things happen, so thank you. Well, we're the first in the city. And I'm so happy to have been the person that was at the right place at the right time to say, yes, this is what we're gonna do. And the brand new ADA accessible playground is going to grow. I will assist as much as I can to make sure it goes into other parks. One of the things that I would highly recommend, because we just went through a bond, is that in the next 5 years, we're probably gonna go through another bond, and this conversation has to start now in order to get into the bond of the future with the Parks Department. So community, that's what I'm saying. The play equipment offers a wide variety of play development through swinging, sliding, spinning, social spaces, and sensory play. The communication board sign is effective in a way for the nonverbal speech challenge and early learning individuals to communicate with friends and caregivers. Encanto Park will offer a variety of swings with bells, full bucket seats for infants, molded bucket seats for kids with limited upper body strength. I would like to thank, once again, the Kiwanis Club, who helped raise more than $72,000 for this park. Once again, a round of applause for community. As you know, District 4's demographics are very diverse. And so this fits within the diversity of District 4. So, I don't know who's next, but thank you. This wouldn't have been possible. And I also want to thank the young students or young kids that are here being a part of this to understand this is what community does in order to improve our community and to get things that we need within our park. So thank you, young ones, for being here.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Pastor. We really appreciate the support, for sure. Next up is representative from our Parks and Recreation Department. We have several representatives in the audience. Cynthia Aguilar is our director. Obviously, with her support, we were able to get to this project as well, so thank you so much. I'll introduce Cynthia Aguilar, director for Parks and Recreation Department.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I know I want to start by thanking our councilwoman, Laura Pastor. I know she was humble about it, but she really is an advocate for Encanto Park, but really for all of our parks in District 4 and throughout the city. So thank you again, councilwoman. We couldn't do these things without her support, and she is definitely always wanting to do everything she can in her district to improve our parks. And as the parks director, this is a really special day. I grew up in South Phoenix, but we came here quite a bit as a child, growing up and enjoying all the amenities. But to have our newest playground be fully accessible is really an exciting day for us, and I think has helped us create and set a different bar for us. I'd like to thank the University Park kids who are here. Thank you so much. You're going to have a great time enjoying it soon. We also have some Encanto pickleball supporters, Jay and friends in the back, and it really does take a community. And last but not least, of course, Landscape Structures, thank you again, and our entire Parks and Recreation team. As you can imagine, along with the Kiwanis Club, who I was kind of saving for last, none of this would have been possible. We see a lot of playgrounds throughout the park system. We have 187 parks, and I can tell you that there is no other playground that exists in the park system like the one that you're seeing today. So thank you to the Kiwanis Club. This is a perfect example of working with our partners to make something better for the community. Thank you again, and we look forward to enjoying this and keeping it beautiful for years to come. And thank you to Alonzo and team.
Thank you so much. I know it's kind of brief comments, but it does take a lot and a lot of support from our director, Cynthia Aguilar. We'd like to mention a couple of folks from our Parks and Recreation Department, both our assistant directors. Tracy Hall is here somewhere, I believe, yes. And then Marty Whitfield is also here, assistant director. And Deputy City Manager John Chan in the back there with Laura. Thank you so much for attending. Definitely helps us to continue to support kind of these type of projects. So thank you for your attendance. I know you have very busy schedules. Next up is one of obviously our main partner today is Kiwanis Club of Phoenix. We could not be more happy and excited about this partnership. So with that said, I'll bring up the current president, Mr. Greg Ring, to say a couple of words. Again, Kiwanis Club of Phoenix. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alonzo. Yeah, I am Greg Ring. I am the president of the Kiwanis Club of Phoenix, and I got to tell you, I am very proud that I am just a small cog in this wheel. These guys have been working on this for 3 years, and so I can't tell you I've been a major part of this, but I can tell you that I'm going to bring up 2 more people that have. But I wanted to start by saying thank you to Councilwoman Pastor. Without your help, we probably wouldn't be here. Thanks to the City Parks and Rec Division, because again, this was a project that was made by all of us together. And this started out as a conversation 3 years ago, and with a former Encanto Park director, and it is now before us today. So this is truly a dream come true. And just so you know, Kiwanis International is a service organization dedicated to providing opportunities to children to enhance the quality of their lives. The Kiwanis Club of Phoenix is 107 years old. I haven't been there since the beginning. But it's an organization that's 107 years old that's provided a lasting impact on the quality of life for the children in our community. For example, for the last 50 years, we've worked with the Arizona State Fair just down the street to provide a day dedicated to accommodating the needs of this special group of children who otherwise would be unable to enjoy the state fair without what we do there and ride the rides and all the amenities the fair has to offer. Now through this partnership with the City Parks and Rec, we've created something unique for the Valley, something that's permanent and accessible every day. However, we sincerely hope that the uniqueness of this playground will be copied by many other city parks and schools. So we use the term ability playground because we recognize that everyone has abilities. We recognize that all children have the opportunity to demonstrate these abilities, and children will no longer have to sit on the sidelines and watch other kids play using their skills. So this playground enables our kids with their special abilities to play just like any other. And lastly, when I think about Encanto Park, I think about Central Park in New York, because Encanto is central to us in Phoenix. It is, and it's a park that we think that has everything, and it does. But now it really has something that Central Park in New York doesn't have, an ability playground with equipment that nobody else has in the country. The We Go Swing, for example, that's an amazing piece of equipment for kids to be able to play on. So with that, I'm going to leave you with two people that were truly the driving force, the passion, the desire, the ones who got this done for our club at the Kiwanis Club of Phoenix. I'm going to bring up Liz Duncan and Michelle Campagno.
So first of all, I just want to say good morning. Thank you for coming out. I know it's a hot day, going to be a hot weekend, but this whole project has been a passion of Michelle's and I. So I'm just going to say quickly why. I want to say thank you to Parks and Rec, number one. Give them a big hand. Could not done it without this team. Grant from Exeter, from Landscape Structures over there in the blue, because he designed this. I saw it first in a catalog, and that was it. Just had to have this thing. So my big reason for wanting to be involved in this beginning is because my son Doug, who's down here in front, is 50 years old. He's never had an opportunity to go to a play area, play space, and be able to do anything besides sitting on the sidewalk. That's really hard when you're watching other people do things, and there's nothing you can do to change your circumstances. But now being able, he said this morning, now that he's 50, he's probably too old. This is for kids. I said, no, everything we have out there is for anybody, and you do not have to be in a wheelchair. We want to make it accessible and inclusive of everybody at one time. So we're so glad our red shirts over here from Parks and Rec are here, so you can play with our other kids. So thank you again for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the playground. I will introduce Michelle Campazano.
I'm way shorter. I just want to thank everyone for being here. Today marks a moment in history. It is 2024, and this is the first City of Phoenix Parks that is accessible and inclusive. And I have to commend the city for their collaboration in this. They gave us a seat at the table, which is now giving our children a seat at the playground. They listened, they heard us, they adapted plans. They were completely in this from the very beginning, and this dream wouldn't be a reality today if it wasn't for your partnership. For me personally, for Liz, for some of the families in this room, today's victory makes every IEP gone wrong better. Every hospital stay, clap for me, Esteban. Every hospital stay that was extended, every fight, every time we have to watch our kids on the sidelines and try and explain to kids who deserve to be here why they can't access something that everybody else in the community can. And today, as the city comes together to make this happen, as a community is rallied together to fundraise, to volunteer, to put in the efforts advocating and planning, today, we all together stand and say, we all believe these kids deserve a safe space to play and be kids. My son has fought through 34 brain surgeries. He fought because he wants to be here. He needs to be here. He has something valuable to share with this world, just like all the other kids at this playground today. And now we give them the space to do that and just be. And I think we'll benefit more than they will. So I just want to thank everybody who helped us make this an accomplishment. It will go down in history. Laura is right. This is the first. Let's band together and keep advocating. We didn't do this thinking one and done. We thought, let's prove how valuable this is to our community so we, the village, can be voices for individuals who don't and continue this momentum on forward to make a safe space for everybody in every City of Phoenix Park. And that is my goal before I die. This wouldn't have happened without the collective effort. It proves that it can be done. A dream can become a reality if we come together. And I just thank everyone who's been part of that village with us. So thank you all. Let's go play.
I just want to add that my last thing to say is thank you to Laura Pastor and Michael. We went to them early on after we met with the city, and the city was so gracious to sit and listen. We went in, we had a picture of our schemata, and it was a yes immediately. And they put in $50,000 in the budget into this playground. That was our first big step of fundraising. So thank you, Laura. Thank you, Michael. So important. And I don't know if you know, Laura, but you're an honorary Kiwanis Club of Phoenix member now. So you're on our roster. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Amazing messages there. We appreciate it. We are going to have a little photo shoot right behind us here, so we're almost wrapping up and be able to enjoy the park a little bit more. So raising their hand right now is our PIO and Rudy. And before I let go of the mic, I wanted to extend a thank you to all the staff here from the Parks and Recreation Department. Rudy, his team, Danny, of course, Fernando. You guys did an amazing job, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. Definitely does show off here.
Good. Oh, it's the other.
Let's get 3 benches in.
Was that fun?
What about that one too?
3, 2, and 1.
History!